I want you all to think of how easy it would be to treat medical conditions if we had just one treatment that was specialized in the specialized to produce or to help that one condition that the patient needs. Cancer, Alzheimer's, heart diseases, these are all major conditions that affect, or life-changing conditions that affect this era. And with time and effort, I believe that stem cells can help treat these conditions. According to the California Stem Cell Agency, in theory, there is no disease that is exempt from possible treatments from stem cells. Now, I was researching degenerative conditions in canines, and I stumbled across stem cell treatment for those. And then I started thinking, why isn't it more popular with humans? And I found out that stem cells are frowned upon due to embryonic research, or the destruction of the embryo during embryonic research. But sadly, every living thing has a degenerative condition that it suffers from, and these embryonic stem cells can help treat these conditions. The veterinary field is already taking advantage of these stem cells, and I believe that the medical field should also start developing these stem cells. In the veterinary field, the veterinary field is reaping the benefits while the medical field is resisting change. According to PubMed, there's a condition for canines called hip dysplasia, and it is a degenerative disease that all canines suffer from, all breeds. And one of the treatments is stem cell therapy, where they harvest adipose tissue and then they activate the stem cells and then they re-inject it into the targeted site to treat the issue. And the University of Utah Health Sciences believes that these stem cells, the positive of the stem cells are they serve as cell source of nourishment, and they help reproduction and the cell mass. But the negative is there's a huge controversy between the destruction of the embryo while they are obtaining the embryonic stem cells. Now, in 2009, Obama passed a bill to allow stem cell research. Although was passed, it is still a huge controversial issue that still has not allowed the development to fully happen. And I believe that the solution to this is we just need to push the issue and get it out there, like Samuel said. We need to be open to all the possibilities to allow it to develop. One of the stem cells that is allowed currently, that is always used to, is bone marrow transplant. This is a non-embryonic stem cell. They take the bone marrow of one person, and then they harvest the stem cells and activate it, and then they transplant it into the patient that needs it. And then from there, the bone marrow itself renews and reproduces the blood. And it does it all itself after the stem cells are placed in it. And the Mayo Clinic believes that the stem cells are best at treating chronic conditions such as Alzheimer's, heart disease, stroke, burns, cancers, osteoarthritis. Not all of these would need embryonic stem cells, but the ones that would have to wait even longer for the FDA to approve it. And so why would we harvest these embryonic cells instead of the cells of a human which would survive it? A grown human that would survive it is because early on, after the zygote has started to multiply, and only a couple days after, you get a totipotent type of cell, which means that they are universal. They can become every cell in the body, while only a couple weeks after, it then becomes pluripotent over here, and that means like plural, so it can only become most of them, but not all of them, where toti can become all of them, which is still very good. But once they become a fetus, they become unipotent, which means they can only become, they can only help what's system that they're already in. So as the developers, the researchers say, the unipotent must stay in their linear development. So the circulatory can only help the circulatory and so on. You can't take a neuron and fix a bone. So with understanding this, or knowing this, I hope you understand why they stress the possibilities of embryonic stem cell research. And with all the success in the veterinary field is having with stem cells, it seems beneficial to at least give it a better chance in the research of humans. And I know the controversy about embryos is a good position to not go through it, but the embryos are donated and otherwise would be discarded and wasted from excess embryos from like artificial insemination type procedures. Now, I would like you to all imagine a world where the conditions that we once had such difficulty treating became one of the easiest to treat. This is a world of stem cells.